Welcome into Gibbs Stadium, where this afternoon the Wofford Terriers will play their 2016 home opener, playing host to the Johnson C. Smith Golden Bulls. The Terriers come in with a record of 1-1 with a win at Tennessee Tech and then a loss a week ago against an FBS power in Ole Miss. Johnson C. Smith is 0-2 to begin their season. These teams met back in 2004. Wofford posted a shutout victory. Terriers playing their final non-conference game of the year today. Let's get to your highlights. Johnson C. Smith with a single man back at his 35-yard line. Marvin gets away the kick. That's a booming spiral. The return man will backpedal, take it far numbers at the 20, slants left 25, fumbles the ball. It's loose. The Terriers, I believe, have come up with it. Let's wait for the signal. And yes, it is Terrier football. The return man had the ball pop out of his arms.
Mason Allstat, the guy who recovered it for the Terriers.
So Wofford's going to take over. No score. Terriers 2nd and 10 now at the Johnson C. Smith 28, running the option left. Butler just gets the pitch away, and Gay has room near sideline 20, cuts it back inside the 10, keeps his feet to the 5, ankle tackled, falling forward to the 4, 1st and goal. Another big run, 24 yards for Will Gay.
Got a great block that time from Lorenzo Long leading the way. Nice pitch by Butler, and Lorenzo takes out one of the safeties that had crept up in run support, and Will Gay showing that speed.
Home opener for Wofford. Butler out of the gun with a single back. 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff, Lorenzo Long. He'll bang into a man at the goal line and will score standing up. Terriers on the board first. 1st and 10 Terriers from their 48. In motion, left Gay from a halfback spot. Double play action. Butler with time will throw to the near sideline. It is caught, taken in by the tight end, Chandler Gouger at the 35 to the 30. Chucked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 27 yards. First catch of the year for Terrier tight end Chandler Gouger. Terriers up 7-0, looking to go for it. 4th and 3 from the Golden Bull 18. They operate out of the wing bone. Toss, Will Gay. Blockers out in front. First down to the 15. Keeps his feet to the 10. He'll be knocked over at the 5. It's 1st and goal. Will Gay picking his way down the left numbers. He is stopped by Taj Spivey, the reserve middle linebacker. Nice open field running by Gay.
And the thing that happens over there is you have to get blocks, and he got 2 of them, a good one from Nick Colvin and a good one from the offensive lineman, Ross Demmel.
Terriers following the timeout. 3rd and 2 at the Golden Bull 24 right hash. Wing bone, man in motion left. Handoff Long, pops through the left side, takes it to the 15, drags a man to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Lorenzo Long drags a tackler on his back into the end zone.
That's what you want to see coming out of a timeout, is a well-executed play, and that's what Wofford did there. Lorenzo has his 2nd touchdown run of the day.
24 yards, and the Terrier lead is now 13-0. Big hole over the left side for Lorenzo Long, and now David Marvin will look to add the extra point out of the hold of Sanders. The snapper is Ross Hammond. Good to see Lorenzo carry some guys across the goal line. The kick is good. And Wofford has a 14-0 lead. Lorenzo Long gets a hole over the left side, and he carries 2 defenders across the goal line. Wofford 14, Johnson C. Smith nothing. 4:50 to play in the half. This is the Wofford IMG Sports Network. 2nd and 10 from the 42. Lane out of the gun with a single receiver right. Terriers will rush for Lane in the pocket, and he'll be sacked. We also get a flag. That is Tyler Vaughn with the sack back at the 30-yard line. That play loses 12, maybe even 13 yards. But again, a marker down.
Holding on the offense, number 68. That penalty is fine. 3rd down.
Jaquan Brown, the big left guard at 342 pounds, did his best to keep his quarterback from getting sacked. But Tyler Vaughn gets there for Wofford. Goodson, 2 to the right, 1 left out of the gun. Running the option right with 2 backs. Toss away and coming up the near sideline. Good yards, 20, 25, 30. A 1st down run across the 30 out to the 33. Will Gay. Gay up the sideline on the toss. Deontay Saunders shouldered him out of bounds. But how about a 30-yard run on 3rd and 13?
Again, a nice block out there by Lorenzo Long, and a great pitch by Brandon Goodson. Waited to the last possible second, and then Will Gay, great vision, popped it out to his right down the sideline.
Wofford now moving with a 14-0 lead. A little razzle-dazzle, a pitch back to Goodson, wants to throw, puts it up far side. A flag is thrown. It's caught out at the far numbers and taken down the sideline by Nick Colvin. This will be a 28-yard try from the right hash. He is a right-footed kicker. Sanders the holder. The snap from Hammond is a good one. Kick on the way, end over end, and it is good. David Marvin nails a field goal from 38 yards to add to the Terrier lead. Now the Terrier defense trying to get off the field in a hurry to start the second half. Lane will go out of the gun, a single back sidecar left. He's got one receiver left and two to the right, a tight end to the left. Terriers are going to rush four. Here comes pressure, and Tariq Lyles has a sack. Got him by the ankles at the 5-yard line. It is 4th and very long.
Great pressure by Tariq Lyles off the edge there. Terriers had pressure up the middle as well from Miles Brown. Lyles gets to him first, grabs him around his ankles and drops him for a big loss.
Tariq Lyles from Duncan, South Carolina. Shotgun snap coming. Butler running the option left, tosses away to Long and has room down the sideline. 25-20, Lorenzo to the 15, and he'll go out of bounds there. They'll give him the 14, a first down run of 16 yards for Lorenzo Long.
Great late pitch by Brad Butler, forcing the cornerback to make a choice. He picked Butler, and as soon as he did, Brad got it away to Lorenzo Long, who bobbled it a tiny bit, but secured it quickly and got down the left sideline.
Campbell High School.
Or Smyrna.
Okay. 2nd and 12 from the 16. Fake of the dive, pitch near corner. Long has room, blockers out front. 10-5 touchdown. Lorenzo Long down the near sideline.
Lorenzo's 3rd touchdown of the day. Coming into today, Brad Butler had scored all Wofford touchdowns. Lorenzo's got all of them today.
That was all about edge block. Terriers with the football now, leading 31-0. Butler will take the shotgun snap in the end zone. Toss far corner. Lorenzo Long gets a block up the far sideline to the 10 to the 20, and he'll be slung down across the 25. He will go out of bounds where? At the 29-yard line, and the Terriers are out of the hole just like that. Hewitt with the tackle for Johnson C. Smith.
Running the little option. Terriers get it to Lorenzo Long, and he's got that thing when he catches the pitch. He's 5-6 yards deep in the end zone.
1st and 10, Terriers now at their 29-yard line. Back to throw Butler, a straight drop. He'll throw, and it's caught near numbers, taken out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, all the way down to the Johnson C. Smith 46-yard line. Dorian Lindsay carried guys on his back. First down reception for Lindsay. He is a freshman from nearby Greer High School.
A little short pass and let the receiver catch it in space and do some work with it. And Dorian Lindsay caught it, and then the yards after contact, he goes for another 10, 12, 15 yards after he caught it.
Johnson C. Smith, 3-down lineman, 5 on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback runs the option left, toss away. That's going to be Ellis Pace down the far numbers. 45-40, Ellis Pace 35. He'll be high tackled from behind at the 32-yard line. First down, Wofford. Basir Wright, the weak side safety, finally rode him down. That's 18 yards for Ellis Pace.
You know what he,
Flat Rock.
Know what he has?
Speed.
The other thing, fresh legs.
Yes.
Guy who hadn't carried it very often today. In fact, that's his first carry. You get fresh legs out there against a tired defense, you're going to see that a lot.
Terriers 1st and 10 at the Golden Bowl 32. 2 backs behind Butler out of the gun. Play action. Butler will throw. He's hit, but he completes it anyway. Near numbers at the 20. That is Jason Hill to the 15-yard line, out of bounds at the 14. Jason Hill good for 18 yards on that catch. Under the cover of the corner, Daryl Napper.
Drive started all the way back at Wofford's too. They moved it out quick. Give Butler credit. He stands in there, kind of sidearm shotted it out of there to Jason Hill, and Butler took the hit, but completed the pass, and Wofford's in business.
9 from the 13 right hash. Ball in the Johnson C. Smith end of the field. Butler 2 backs out of the gun. Play action. Throws over the middle man. Wide open. Touchdown reception. Chandler Gouger. Nobody was near him, and Butler hit him right in the hands at the goal line.
One of those plays where you're Brad Butler and Chandler Gouger's that wide open. You're like, don't overthrow him and don't short throw him. Butler put it right on the money, a little play action.
On 2nd and 6, Herbin in the pocket, throws to the far side. Man wide open down the sideline. 40 to the 30. And he is tackled from behind at the 27-yard line. That is DeMarcus Berry on the reception, a sophomore at 5'7", 146. Can you say blown coverage?
I think the Terriers were in a zone, and the corner, whoever that was over there, expected a safety help. There was no help whatsoever.
As Mikel Horton recovered a fumble in the end zone. Back to throw Herbin on 4th and long, down the middle with it, intercepted. It'll be returned down the near numbers, 30, 40, near sideline 50, to the 40. That is Nick Ward, 30, 20 with a convoy, 10-5, touchdown, a pick six.
Nick Ward playing center field, picked the thing off. And man, did the Terrier defense turn into great blockers. Really set up a convoy for him, but you'll see here, pass was not well thrown, and Nick Ward just sitting there and some great downfield blocking. And anytime a defensive player gets the ball in that type of position, they're immediately thinking end zone, and the big offensive linemen weren't going to pull him down, so Wofford has their second defensive touchdown today.
Johnson C. Smith as we come back to action, moving left to right. 1st and 10 from the 36. Herbin hit as he throws, and it is picked off. Taken at the 50 to the 40, near side 30, 20, 10-5. That is a pick six for Mason Allstat. What a day this young man is having.
Holy cow, back-to-back pick sixes for the Terriers.
Thad Mangum was the guy who knocked into the quarterback. As Herbin got rid of it, Allstat stepped in front of the intended receiver, DeMarcus Berry, and he was off and running down the sideline. Wow.
Back-to-back pick sixes, and the guy intercepting the ball hadn't even been touched.
Wofford ups their lead now.
52.
To 52 to nothing. Ithaca math at its finest.
Golly.
3 defensive scores. When was the last time Wofford had one of those kind of games? I don't even know if our record book tracks such things.
I'm going to look it up for you.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash. Man in motion right is the fullback, Childress. He'll get a toss. Blocker out in front is McPherson. Takes it to the 5, stretches out, he's in. Touchdown, Terriers. And this thing is over. Well, I believe it's over.
Yeah, Mike Ayers.
Here comes Mike Ayers out onto the field. 200 wins for the coach. And it started 29 years ago here at Wofford and 32 years ago if you include his time at ETSU. Congratulations. He doesn't want to hear about it, but you and I know the guy. We're happy for him.
Absolutely.
Because he's done it with class and he's done it the right way for a long, long time. Wofford wins it 59-0.
You know as well as I do, from here on out, it's going to be conference play. We cannot afford just to be a second half team. We've got to be ready to go as soon as we kick that thing off. Too many mental mistakes in the first half. Way too many mental mistakes. In the second half, you guys played like you've been coached to play. You played hard, you played aggressive, you did what you were supposed to do.
Lorenzo, 3 touchdowns today. First half was a little rough for the offense. What got better in the second half?
I mean, we just picked it up. I really don't know what was going on first half. We just weren't in it. But like second half, coach got onto us, and we got the offense, defense together, and we came out second half strong.
You've been through the conference wars before. You start with conference play next week against East Tennessee State. 3 games in, where do you think this team is in terms of being ready for the SoCon?
I feel like definitely we were ready for the SoCon, more ready than we were previous years, just trying to get the little things right and just working on stuff to get better in the beginning instead of trying to turn it on in the end.
Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Nick, it's always big when a defensive player scores a touchdown. Talk about the pick six, if you would.
Well, the D-line got great pressure on the quarterback. I think he was scrambling out of the pocket a little bit, and he didn't make a great throw, and I just cut underneath it and scored it. And there was the great blocking by Daryl Vining. I think he got a little stitched up after that block, and great blocking by the rest of the defense, and I was just lucky to be able to score.
You ever have one of those before?
No, I've never had a pick six. That was awesome. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that.
First half was a little choppy for the guys. Second half much smoother. I understand Coach addressed the penalties at halftime.
Yeah, he just told us to play better. Gave us a little pep talk at halftime. We just came out a little sluggish, but we can definitely play better than that. So hopefully next week we will.
Conference play starts next week. You think this defense is where it needs to be?
I think the defense, I think we can definitely improve. I don't think we've shown everything we've have. We just got to come back, watch film on ETSU, and we just got to go out there and execute.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, I got to ask you what I asked Nick. Have you ever had a pick six at any level?
Coming in as a freshman, I'm coming in third string. I had to make my opportunity count, so when I saw it, I just jumped the route, and I was able to. They had a lane open, so I just hit the lane, and I was able to score.
You also had a couple of big special teams plays. What does it mean to you to be an important part of a special teams, the kicking unit?
Our coach says every special teams is important. There's offense, there's defense, but one of the most important things is special teams, and being a part of that special teams, I go as hard as I can every snap.
What are you looking forward to about conference play? Where do you think this team is in terms of being ready for East Tennessee State and beyond?
Coming in as a freshman, I don't really know how conference play is, what teams are looking like this upcoming year, but I know that we have we're really good defensively and offensively, and we're just going to work week by week and get better as we go along.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coach, I know the first half was kind of a bumpy ride. What was working, and what did you want to address at halftime?
Well, there was a lot of things. We came out flat, didn't do a good job of executing offensively. We were all over the place. Had way too many penalties defensively. I think we jumped off sides 2 or 3 times. You can't do things like that and expect to win in the Southern Conference. They fought really hard. In the second half, we came out and did a better job of focusing, better job of executing, and defensively we did a nice job as far as they were throwing the ball a good bit, and they had a couple picks that went all the way back. Kicking game-wise, I thought we did well. And it's one of those things. I can't figure it out. I told them, I said, if you guys think you can just play a half of football and win Southern Conference games, you're mistaken. We've got to be able to be a 4-quarter team. And we've got to find the answer, and got to find it right away. East Tennessee is a quality team. They're coming in, and it's going to be a battle.
Can you recall a game in which you had 3 defensive scores in a single contest?
No, this one here was one of those storybook days, and it's a credit to the defensive staff. Those guys work extremely hard. We've got some good players over there, and they're doing what they've been coached to do and making plays.
Don't know if you were aware, East Tennessee State beat Western today. Do you know much about ETSU? Have you started looking at film yet?
No, not. We haven't looked at them yet. I think, of course, tomorrow is going to be a big day for us as far as prep and breakdowns and stuff like that. Their first game was against Kennesaw. Kennesaw's a wishbone team, so they've had an opportunity to defend the wishbone. So it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. We've got a couple guys that are nicked up. Hopefully they'll get back, and then going to have a great week of prep.
I know it's the middle of the season, and I know you like to deflect credit, but at any point will you reflect on the fact that today was your 200th career victory?
It wasn't mine, I promise you. Anything that we've done here, it's been because of the players, it's been because of the coaches that have been fortunate enough to have on staff, and ultimately it comes down to an administration that supports you.
Will you allow us to congratulate you anyway?
Not really.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
While Mike Ayers didn't want to talk about the fact that this was his 200th career win, it's worth noting he is now one of just 4 FCS coaches in the entire country to amass 200 career victories. He does it on this Saturday afternoon at Gibbs Stadium as Wofford beats Johnson C. Smith 59-0, thanks in part to 3 scores by the defense. Now the Terriers, with a record of 2-1, set their sights on Southern Conference play, and that begins next Saturday here at Gibbs as the Terriers will play host to East Tennessee State, a team they have not faced in over a decade. ETSU LSU earlier today, a little bit of an upset, beat Western Carolina by 3, 34-31. We will have coverage of the ball game on the Wofford IMG digital platform beginning with the pregame show at 1 o'clock, TV coverage on ESPN3 starting at 1:30. I'm Mark Hauser. Thanks for watching Terrier Vision.